Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. Welcome back if you've seen any of our other recordings throughout the years. Yes, years. It's been 3 years, and I'm super glad to still be here, coming on and sharing and spreading love and joy, and also sharing some of my favorite fragrances and those that are on my wish list that I can't wait to unload. So it is November, but I call it OUD-VEMBER. I saw it somewhere and I thought, I was like, well, you know what? Sharing is caring. So I want to pop on today and share some of my more sultrier, more seductive oud fragrances in my collection. There are some that I may share and I may not share. There are some that I can't wait to share with you and find out what you think about them, especially if you have them in your collection, or if your BFF wears them, or your hubby, significant other wears them or loves these fragrances as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Happy OUD-VEMBER! So you are still there. Wonderful, awesome, super great. Glad that you're still here. I am your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, again. Just in case you don't know what we do over here in Color Me Bad Nation, we talk all things beauty, hashtag all things beauty. So we talk about it all, from the rooter to the tutor, if it has anything to do with beauty. I am a licensed beauty professional and or cosmetologist, whichever you prefer. You know, we have all kinds of titles these days. And so I know a little bit about the beauty industry, a little bit. I've only been a beauty professional for probably 10 years now, 10 going on 11 years. So it is a change of careers for me, and I've always wanted to be in this particular business, so I love it. So anything that has to do with beauty, I absolutely adore. I'm attracted to fashion, makeup, hair, whatever, you name it, I love it, y'all. So let's get into it. I want to make sure that I let you know that I am by no means the law when it comes to these things. I am just sharing my humble opinion and thoughts about my fragrances and other things that are hashtag all things beauty. So if it's something that I share with you that you disagree with, or that you know more information about, or even if I share something that may not be totally accurate, feel free to note down in the comments for me and share with me. I love learning, I love to share, and I don't mind standing or sitting corrected when need be. So let's get into it. The first fragrance that I want to share with you guys is from my oud collection. I happened to grab all of these. I think these fragrances were sent to me, if I'm not mistaken, and these are a line of the Opulence line from Lattafa. This one, I believe, is a unisex fragrance, and this one is called Opulent Oud. Here is the bottle here, you guys. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this is gorgeous. This probably is my favorite out of the whole collection. I'm a really heavy sprayer, and so there are some in this particular collection that if you go heavy on the sprays, you may get a few nods and negativity. They're super potent, super strong. Why don't I share some of the notes on this one with you, so you'll kind of be familiar with this one, just in case you haven't seen this one. So I had to grab my handy dandy glasses for this one, just to make sure that I can actually read the notes in this one and give you the correct information. So let me put my glasses on, so that way I can read to you what's in this one, and you'll have an idea for, you know, whether or not it's something that you may like or want to add to your collection if you don't already have this one. Again, this one is Opulent Oud by Lattafa. Hopefully you can see that there. Okay, and your top notes of this one is saffron. You've got cinnamon in this one. It's got agarwood, which is oud, of course. It's got rose. It's got another note of agarwood, so it's heavily noted with oud, you guys. Amber and cedarwood, so it's extremely woodsy. So if this type of fragrances you don't care for, if you don't like a lot of oud, if you don't like a woodsy note in your fragrances, you're probably not going to like this. This is definitely on the sharp end of things as far as your fragrance is concerned. This is a unisex scent. I really love this, and I really just got acquainted with this one again today. I'm gonna be honest with you, because this collection was sent to me, and I've worn all of the ones that's in this collection. There's a blue one that I like, and then I like this one. I believe this has a little bit of metallics in it. Let me double check for you guys if you're into metallics in your fragrance. And yes, this is a metallic scent. I love metallic fragrances and scents. They work really, really well with my body chemistry. I have not worn this out yet, but it's so good. If you like a little bit of a soft and warm spicy, a little metallic-y, it is really, really heavy on the oud. I really enjoy smelling this. I just sprayed out on it today to kind of reacquaint myself with this one. It's been in my collection for a hot minute. Again, I have all four, I think it's 4 or 5 of these that came in the collection. I have all of them. Out of all of them, this would probably be my favorite. I play around with the scents to kind of see what I can come up with and kind of mix and match them, because you know, you just don't want a fragrance to go to waste. And even if you gift it away, you don't want to give somebody something that doesn't smell good or it's just not a good fragrance. This is really, really good if you love a beautiful kind of semi-sharp oud fragrance. This one is Opulent Oud by Lattafa. Next up on the list, and just by the way, these aren't going in any particular order. I'm just sharing ones that are in my collection that I wanted to share for OUD-VEMBER. OUD-VEMBER. I love oud. These are really sexy, seductive, sultry fragrances that are in my collection. You have definitely heard about this one if you collect fragrances. Even if you don't, you just watch fragrance videos, you have heard about this one. It is by DL Oud for Glory. This is the bottle here. You can kind of tell I've had this one for a while, and I take really good care of my fragrances, but you can kind of see like this little part here is like kind of eroding, and I don't know if it's just kind of disintegrating on its own. I'll show you up close. So this is nothing that I did on my own. I'm not sure why that's happening to the top, but I take really good care of my fragrances and my fragrance bottles. But I will be honest with you, there is a little bit of leakage that comes out right around here because I just ran my finger around here and I can feel it. And I've had this for so long, you know, I don't really worry about it. It took me so long to pull the trigger on this. Something kind of happened with the top of it, because I can't pick this up like that. You gotta hold it like this. But yeah, if you see that, I normally take really, really great care of my fragrance bottles. Even if I only got them for like $10 or $5, I take really great care of them. But this one is kind of beat up a little bit. You can see right here. I had one of my subbies share with me before that if you take this off, you can actually see inside the bottle. I'm really, really picky about bottles you can't see straight through, because I've gotten fragrances sent to me before, and I promise you guys, I sprayed out on them maybe 2 or 3 times and boop, they were all gone. This is so good. Let's share what's in this. It smells so good. It's all on my fingertips. It kind of smells a little bit like, in my opinion, like a really, really sweet black licorice note or something. It's good though. I love this. I don't wear this one that often, but I really, really love the scent. So let me share with you what is actually in this one. So this is by DL Oud for Glory, of course. And this one was launched back in 2020. Your top notes of this one are saffron. It's got nutmeg, lavender. Let's stop right there. You guys know, if you've watched any of my recordings, I am not a lavender girl at all. But this is beautifully, and when I say beautifully done, it is worth it. Definitely worth going against the grain. Saffron, nutmeg, lavender. Your middle notes are agarwood, which is oud, of course. It's got patchouli. I love patchouli. It's got more agarwood or oud, more patchouli, and musk, you guys. Beautiful. And I love wearing this with like a patchouli oil. It smells really, really good with a nice vanilla cream or lotion. If you have, really, you can mix and match your fragrances any kind of way you want to. That vanilla for me just kind of gives it a really, really nice, smooth and creamy vibe and feel. I really, really love this. If you love oud, if you love a really, really sexy, seductive, sultry fragrance or cologne that is unisex, get you some. So this particular scent is not a part of the oud family fragrance list, OUD-VEMBER, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to share this because it's time for me to add this one back in or to reorder. You can see the juice. This one is called Love Apple by Al Rahab. Trust me when I tell you that this is some good stuff. And I think this was probably like $8. Everything I love, all of the little scents that come like this from Al Rahab are absolutely amazing. I think on my last video I shared with you guys the oud and rose that comes from them. I just love this, and it's just a little bit left in here, but it's enough for a little spray just to kind of as a reminder. And again, I keep a lot of my empty bottles basically because, for one, if it's something I love and I need to re-up and order or reorder, it reminds me of that when I'm going through my containers that I need to reorder. This is something I love. This is something that I want to go ahead and reorder. So that's why I have this. And it's still got a few pumps out on it, y'all. This smells so good. Apple galore. If you love the scent of apple, it smells like a sweet candy apple with a little bit of a boozy note because it's been marinating, it's been sitting. This smells better as time goes on. Normally when I order these, they don't last at all. Like this, probably I've had this one for probably maybe 2 years, maybe 2.5. And like I said, I got just one more pump in there. If you can see, that's barely enough to last. I mean, but this is one that I absolutely love. Sidebar, this is my secret vault. This is the vault I don't talk about much. I have, I think, 4 of the fragrances. I wear 4 of the fragrances out of this collection. This is Al Harmain. And this company, it says, has been around since 1970. This is, when I tell you, I was watching a content creator's channel. I can't remember exactly who and how long, but it's been a long time because this is probably my second round of this line of fragrances, you guys. But this is how all of them come. I call these are fragrance coffins. This is how they come. This is like the front of the box. This one is Harmain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. And if you've been watching my recordings any length of time, you know that I love the sweet note of tobacco. I shared that when I was a little kid. My dad had like a small humidor, and I used to like to just open it up and smell it. If it's right, it's right. This one, let me show you the bottle, y'all. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And all of them come like this. Like so, but I wear all of these. The gold, the tobacco, the rouge, which is supposed to be a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. And I've shared on several occasions that their version of that fragrance actually lasts longer on me. This is good, y'all. Like you can see the juice is gone. I've had this particular bottle. I think I re-upped on these 2 years ago. And whenever I get this low on my fragrances, I just stop playing around with them. This is so delicious. It is absolutely gorgeous. It lasts all day long. I spray really, really heavy with these. And I don't think I have these on my list of fragrances to re-up on, and I really need to. I really haven't been going through a lot of my favorites. I just grab certain things and wear them. And then when I get to a certain point, I'll put them back and I'll put them up. Unless it's something I really don't care about, and I'll just use it all up. Like I'll tell you what I do, what fragrances I use all the way up, and I don't care. All of my poison fragrances. So any fragrance that's in the poison line by Christian Dior, I spray out on them. I don't care. I spray them out because I know eventually I'm gonna get more of those. And then also any Paco Rabanne fragrance, I go crazy. What else? Jean Gaultier, Paul Gaultier, I spray out on those like crazy. Those fragrances for me are so addicting. Like when I spray out on them, they smell so good from beginning to end that I just go crazy with them. And this is one of those. Again, this one is Harmain Amber Oud Tobacco Oud. Something like that, y'all. The whole collection is absolutely gorgeous. And I love the fact that this part is kind of like your decorative metal, sexy, seductive look, really sleek. And then you can see how much juice you have left in the back. And I was surprised when I opened this up, actually, that I had this much juice left. Because like I said, when I start wearing this, I can't stop. Like I'll go crazy. And if I get a bottle of this, I would say for at least 2 weeks, I'm going to rock this, you know, maybe 5 days out of those 2 weeks until I just, you know, say, okay, slow up, slow up, slow up. I love this scent. Yes, I get excited about certain fragrances. This is my jam. I love this. It's sweet, it's tobacco, it's oud, it's cinnamon, it's sexy. It is, I would love to smell this. Ooh, child. It's sex in a bottle. It is alluring. It's seductive. It is sophisticated. It's grown. Red light alert. Get you some. All right. So we don't want to get the copyright, so I don't have my music up loud, but just so you know, I am listening to the William Murphy, Pastor Bishop William Murphy. I love all of his music. I think the song that's playing right now is It's Already Getting Better. Okay, it's already getting better. He did it for me. It is such a great song. I love it. I remember, just a quick little story. One day, I think me and my kids and I, we were coming back from probably like a Bible study or a choir rehearsal or something. And there's a church that we passed by going to and coming back from. If we used to take the street from the church that we belonged to and served at. And in the summertime, and like around August, right before school started back, they would always have like a week of tent, like a tent revival type of thing. So they would have all of their church services outside. And you know, it would take my children to tell you guys about me. I'm sure if one of them ever does or decides to just do a little stand up on the side, they got a bunch of jokes about me or just funny stories about me. And I know it because that's just me, right? So anyway, you know, we get out the car. I was like, let's stop. I feel God's presence. I feel a blessing. So anyway, we get out, and I've been listening to William Murphy's music for years and years and years. And you know, if you're familiar with tent revivals, you don't have to pay to get in or anything like that. So we parked, we found a spot. Luckily, we found us on a side street. We get out the car, we go into the revival, and we got there just in time for prayer, you know, before the service started. And I didn't know who was going to be there. And it was Bishop Murphy. He was preaching and singing and all the whole 9 yards. Anyway, we got a blessing that night. But I'm sharing that to say that I will never forget that moment. I will never forget the opportunity that I gained by being in the presence, hearing that word, hearing him preach that unadulterated word of God. The power of God felt so strong and so mighty under that tent. My kids will always have that memory of actually seeing when people come together and worship as believers and believe God for a thing, how a blessing can be manifested right then and there on the spot. You know, where two or more are gathered together, he's in the midst. All right, so back to what we were talking about. We're talking about fragrance. Well, you know, this channel is about hashtag all things beauty, and you know. So the next fragrance I want to share with you guys is from Lattafa. A lot of my fragrances that have oud in them are from Lattafa. If I look like I'm leaning forward a little bit more than usual, you guys, I have my left leg stretched out and propped up on a chair. You know, you got to keep that blood circulating. All right, so this one is Aside by Lattafa, and you probably already seen it. This is the bottle. I have the entire collection of these as well. Actually, I take that back. No, I don't. There's one I don't have out of this one. This is good, y'all. Let me show the notes. Yeah, it's working for my good. All right, so let me see here. Y'all know that song. All right, so let's see. No, right, so this one is actually a men's fragrance. I have shared on many occasions that I have fragrances in my collection and colognes that are men, that are unisex, that are female. I love a good male scent and cologne, and some of them I wear myself. And I don't know if that was from when I was a little kid, and like I used to love the smell of Old Spice and Royal Copenhagen. Those were the scents that my father used to wear. And so I kind of always have those scents in mind. And I remember going in the medicine cabinet and dabbing some on me, and that stuff burned, but I didn't care. It smelled good to me. And so I always have loved that fresh barbershop, manly, masculine scent. Not to smell like a man for myself, because I'm all things girl. But I love male scents. And what I tried to do so that I can teach, you know, the things you learn, you want to teach and pass on to your children. And so what I try to do is share fragrances and colognes and information with my son, because, you know, it's nice to teach your children a little bit above, you know, their normal hygiene practices, and teaching them about little colognes and fragrances or whatever the case may be, how to purchase them, what different things smell good on them and what doesn't, and things of that nature. So I've tried to do, hopefully I've done a great job, but a decent job at showing my son when I have time to like talk to him about little things like that. Because the more you know, the further you go in life, and nothing is off limits when you're raising children. You can teach your children anything you want and expose them to whatever you want. So this is probably one of my sons, but I wanted to share it with you guys so that you can see. And if you don't have this one in your collection, you may want to add this. It is so good. It is so fresh. It is so delicious. I love this scent. Lattafa just doesn't miss. I have gotten some of their high-end collections, some of their inexpensive ones, you know, in the middle scents. I just really enjoy mostly everything that I get from them. I just really enjoy their colognes. Now this one doesn't say that it has oud in it. They call it a aged wood, but as I shared on the last video, oud is an aged wood, basically, is what it is. And sometimes if it's not a certain wood, which they call agar wood, then they won't say that it's oud, but it has a little bit of a touch of it, or it's right on the brink of an oudy scent. And this is really good, you guys. So if you gain an opportunity to add this one to your collection, I highly recommend. This one is Assad by Lattafa. Okay, so this one is going to be my last one that I'm going to share with you all today. This is also from the House of Lattafa. As I shared, I just love, I got a lot of scents from them. Sometimes I get sent them, a lot of times I do, and I just over the years have really been collecting a beautiful collection from their particular house of fragrances. And hopefully I am pronouncing this correctly. And I wanted to say that you kind of have to make that sound when you're pronouncing this. Is OUD Lattafa. Okay, this is what it looks like. Really nice. It feels like leather, but it's probably like a faux leather casing. I really love this. And then you just take the little, okay, isn't that gorgeous? I love this. And this gives you a really nice aesthetic. I absolutely adore this. Look at that bottle. Look at the juice in the bottle, you guys. This is so beautiful. This is also a unisex scent. It's been a while since I sprayed out on this one. This is so fresh. It is so fresh. It's got a little green. I got to. Let me put my glasses on and let's take a look at what's in this bag, girl. This is so gorgeous, you guys. This is not for everybody, so if you grab this or add this to your collection and you talking about, I got this one and I didn't like it, this is coming out of my son's collection, by the way. I gave this to him probably for like a birthday or something, you know what I'm saying? This is gorgeous. I just love it. It's a little bit more masculine than my particular taste to wear on an everyday basis. It kind of smells like you've been laying up under your man's armpit to me. That's what it smells like. And we all love that scent when that's going on, or some people do anyway. But this is not for me on an everyday basis, but it's grand. Okay. OUD by Lattafa Perfumes is an oriental fragrance. Okay, for men and women, so it is unisex. This one has cinnamon, cardamom, bergamot, saffron, sandalwood, cedar, carnation. It has agarwood, which is oud, vanilla, leather, and amber. Let me tell you something. For ladies, if you love the scent of vanilla, to pull this vanilla out of here so that it rises to the top for you and gives you a nice little creamy, soft, spicy, warm, spicy scent. This is gorgeous with a beautiful vanilla cream. Absolutely gorgeous. I will share with you guys that this is an acquired taste and an acquired scent. If you do not like the scent of leather, you are not going to like this, you guys. I'm telling you right now, it's just not something that's going to appeal to you. I love suede notes and I love leather notes in my fragrances and colognes, so this is good to me. I'm telling you. And you can smell the leather from the bottle. Now this turns into something a little bit different on me. Probably within the first 60 seconds, it goes from being warm, spicy to a kind of like a little bit of a light soapy scent. With a little bit of creaminess to it. And normally soapy scents don't work that well on me at all. They don't. I love them. I've got a J-Lo scent that's got a little soapy, sweet soapy scent to it. I love that scent. It does last on me, but it's just not something that vibes well with my body chemistry. This is good. If you want something that's gonna last all day, that's sexy, seductive, all of these that I've shared today are mostly like after 5 cents. So this is probably something that you wouldn't rock going to work in or anything like that. You probably wouldn't want to put these on at bedtime because they are really, really heavy unless you're sleeping by yourself and you're not going to offend anybody. But if your significant other and or sweetheart, or if you have little ones that like to climb into bed with you in the middle of the night, you got to go carry them back to their beds like zombies. This is not something that you want to have on because it's really, really strong. And if a person has any type of allergies, any type of allergic reactions to any particular scents, this will set it off because it's really, really strong. And it's that carnation in it that's going to get you. The nutmeg, the spiciness is not really going to bother you, but that carnation note is really, really potent. And I'm just going to be honest with you. The agarwood in this is gorgeous. They did an amazing job. They never miss. This is so good to me. And it's so affordable. That's what I love about these, because if you look at your pricing for most higher end and niche brands that have oud in them, you know, the prices are way up there. And I love these because they give you an opportunity to play around with the scent for a fraction of the cost. All right, well, that is it for this particular recording. Again, happy OUD-VEMBER. If you are an oud lover, if you are a fragrance lover, I was super glad to pop on and share that with you guys. Love, love, love it. If any of you all are veterans out there, happy Veterans Day to you. If you see this during the Veterans Day holiday weekend, thank you for your service. Thank you. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. Thank you for hanging in there with me, you guys. I told you I was going to pop on and possibly do a part 2, maybe even a part 3, because I have so many other fragrances with oud in them that I haven't even shared yet. We're just tapping the surface, and why not share them? You can't wear them all, and I'm cycling through my fragrances, finding out which ones are still good, which ones I can give away, and things of that nature. And so why not? You know, holiday times are rolling around, so it's time to donate and things of that nature and give things away. So again, thank you for watching. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit that subscription button. Make sure you hit the like button, and make sure you share the video. Friends, family, co-workers, the people sitting next to you on the train. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.